Hello, and welcome to a new edition of H.E.L Explains with your host, Dr. Mario Torres Rodrigo. And today, we're going to be talking about a topic that I feel that I have neglected since we started this H.E.L Explains series. We're going to be talking about chemical synthesis, which is one of the areas in which we at H.E.L work. What is chemical synthesis? Chemical synthesis is a branch of chemistry that aims to obtain large complex molecules starting with simple smaller molecules. To achieve this, there is a number of chemical reactions that are going to happen, and in chemical synthesis, developing these reactions, discovering which catalysts are going to lead these reactions and refining the techniques is quite a challenge that needs to be overcome. You might be thinking, yeah, Mario, okay, we get it, but this is such an abstract concept. Does chemical synthesis actually have an impact in our everyday life? Of course it does, and this is what we're going to be talking about in this video. So the first product of chemical synthesis that I would like to highlight is sodium dodecyl sulfate or sodium lauryl sulfate. They are the same molecule. And if you are of certain age like I am, you might remember these names, especially before the advent of mobile phones, where we would have to just grab whatever we had at the reach of our hand when we had extended times of rest in the bathroom, and we were like, reading the names. So for example, in this shampoo we have first ingredient aqua, which is water. The second one is sodium lauryl sulfate. So sodium lauryl sulfate is a surfactant, so this is a molecule that is able to encase fats, making them much easier to clean. We don't need to leave the bathroom to find another daily product that has an impact in our lives. So for example, we have painkillers such as paracetamol, that again is a product of chemical synthesis nowadays, and it was first synthesized in 1893 by combining p-nitrophenol with tin and glacial acetic acid. And nowadays is the more used drug that is sold over the counter. And another product that we can find in our bathrooms nowadays is ammonia. Ammonia, again, is a product of chemical synthesis. In this case, is synthesized using the Haber-Bosch process, in which hydrogen and nitrogen from the atmosphere are combined to produce this cleaning product. Just leaving the bathroom, but again, very much everyday application is flavorings. So for example, vanilla flavor is imparted by a molecule called vanillin. And vanillin originally comes from the flower of the vanilla that is endemic from Mesoamerica, but nowadays we have ways to produce this molecule in a synthetic way. So there's a number of ways in which we can produce it. One of them, for example, is using paper waste in order to produce it, or also there is petrochemical precursors such as guaiacol and glycolic acid. The fifth one that I want to bring up is a fabric. So probably I'm not going to do it, but I could check the labels in my trousers or in my polo, and I would probably find that part of these clothes are made of polyester. Polyester is a polymer synthesized from ethylene glycol and terephthalic acid, and it was patented in 1941 by Dixon and Whitfield, and nowadays it makes up to 70% of our clothing. It is very well known because it's very resistant to tearing, it has waterproof qualities. However, it also has certain cons, such as, for example, it's not a very breathable product. It involves the use of fossil fuels, but also one of the biggest problems that we have nowadays is microplastics, and polyester is known to also shed these microplastics. So we can see that chemical synthesis has a massive impact in our lives, from medicines to clothes to food. It's everywhere. And the good thing about chemical synthesis is that it is a field that is continuously evolving and probably is going to give us solutions to problems that we have nowadays, or even problems that we haven't had yet. So this is why research into this topic is so important. This is all from me. My name is Dr. Mario Torres Rodrigo, and I'm the applications leader here at H.E.L. If you have any questions, if you have any comments, please just come to us and talk to us. Thank you very much.